so sad.
I reached for my lip gloss. Good morning,
Loren
Charlamagne.
just reached for a drink that wasn't even there.
That is not true. I reached for
Alcoholism
my lip
is
gloss.
real.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
good morning, Loren.
Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Envy. I miss y'all.
What's up,
Miss you too.
Miss you.
You didn't miss me. I wasn't in studio all last week.
You're here.
Thank God.
I feel the energy. You're here. Okay, so yes, this morning, starting off in the latest, we're going to have a conversation about Diddy because his attorneys are continuing to have conversations, and what we found out over the weekend was that Diddy wants to become an anti-domestic violence advocate.
What if he don't sit his stupid ass down somewhere?
That sounds so dumb.
Boy, his whole team, Bad Boy, not Bad Boy. What's his team called? His lawyers, his staff, record label, and mother effing crew
You'll
are
call
retarded.
them bad boy.
Okay.
Well,
It don't even make sense. I don't even know. Like after you just keep messing up, you just keep doing stupid stuff. And
No,
keep
defend
doing
them,
stupid
Envy.
stuff.
Well-
Ride for him. Defend him
He
like
definitely do be he be giving it up for Diddy, yo.
I don't be giving up for nobody. First of all, and second of all, they just dumb.
Well, listen, so what Alexandria Shapiro, who's the attorney that spoke to Business Insider, is saying is that in the future, Diddy wants to work with domestic violence programs. He says that he wants to talk to like other, people who are committing these acts and children and just different people to basically say, hey, here's what happened to me. Here's what I went through. I don't want y'all to do the same things, make the same wrongs that I did. Basically trying to help people before they get to that point.
Yeah, in the future, after you've done the work, I have no problem with that. But right now, you need to be a student in those classes, not a teacher. You just lied about this last year. Literally. Remember when Kathy first made the accusations and he said it wasn't true, and then the video came out and he had to put his video out apologizing?
Yes.
He just lied about this last year.
Well, speaking of Cassie, her attorney, Douglas Wigdor, he spoke to Rolling Stone in response to this story, and he called this utterly preposterous. He says, at this point, or other people in the article, they have sources, they don't name them, but these are alleged victims of Diddy's that are saying that it's manipulation. It's manipulation because he hasn't even fully done the work yet. So to try and, create this narrative that you want to go and help people do things that you haven't figured out for yourself yet, it's manipulation and it's disrespectful. And it's almost like I was going to say a slap in the face to the victims, but...
Absolutely.
Well, the judge realizes this is a PR stunt and not genuine rehabilitation. So when the judge doesn't, give him leniency at his sentencing, it's going to be stuff like this. That's the reason why.
Yeah, well, his team, so Alexandria actually said that they plan to have this conversation about what Diddy plans to do in the future with becoming an advocate, anti-domestic violence advocate in sentencing documents. So they do plan to present this to the judge and make this a part of the conversation they have in an October 3rd sentencing to see if it'll help, because they're trying to go for time served. They feel like he's going to be a little bit over a year at the time of sentencing. He should get time served and be able to come home on home confinement and basically do like a split sentencing thing where he finishes the rest of the time from home.
It makes no sense.
What makes no sense?
You have so many great attorneys, right? That they're supposed to be high-priced attorneys working on this case, and the fact that they keep making this mistake after the trial, and everybody else sees that it's wrong, and they can't. That doesn't.
This could
make
be
sense
this
to
could be
anybody.
coming from their client though. Their client could be pushing for this. Diddy. That's the problem.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I just think the timing is so bad. It
Common
doesn't.
sense would tell you like, yo, this ain't it. Don't move like this.
Yeah, when you're facing 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, which carry 20 years, you got to show remorse. You got to show accountability.
Yeah. Well, and
You said he was going to be a Trump supporter?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly where I was going next, because his this is his attorney / not attorney. We'll get into why I said that. But Mark Geros, who's a really well-known, prominent attorney, has a podcast with TMZ called Two Angry Men, where him and Harvey discuss legal things. And they were talking about this case in the Trump pardon. And this is what Mark Geros had to say.
Would Diddy pledge allegiance to Donald Trump in return for a pardon?
I think yes. I think, having done this for 40 some odd years, what happens to people when they go through a criminal case? I've watched it. I can't remember the last time that a client didn't say to me after a criminal case, how do you do this for a living? They made a caricature of me. The prosecutors have. There's something about that fraternity of people who have been accused and have gone through the process that gives you an affinity. It would not surprise me to hear Sean say, I now get it. I understand it, and I was wrong then, and I don't know that I would say he's pledging loyalty, but I think he would probably say, I now get what he went through.
Well, that guy did say that's what he thinks. That's not coming from Diddy. That's his opinion.
Yes, but I think
I
that's
see it happening though.
Big statement to make. And also, Harvey pressed him because you remember they came out and said, oh, we were talking about a pardon. And they said, no, someone in his orbit. I was told that there are conversations happening and then they backed away from it. Harvey also pressed Mark Geragos on this because Mark Geragos is Teeny Geragos' dad. So the lead prosecutor in Diddy's case, this is her father that is saying this. And there's been conversations about whether he counseled the defense in Diddy's situation. So for him to even say that, he knows what that can imply. He would say no if it's completely off the table. Let's take a listen to the second clip.
Would I be jumping to conclusions to think that there wasn't a discussion about how Diddy would speak of the president in return for a pardon?
Well, I don't know that there's ever been that discussion. I can't go that far. But I would
really?
That,
for those of you listening, Mark just smiled.
I just think there's a naive aspect to the idea that you wouldn't understand or have an affinity for somebody else who's been through the system. The system chews you up.
Do I take that as I wouldn't be jumping to a conclusion?
I just don't think I would make it as quid pro quo that you've got to say something. I think there's an honest affinity for anybody who goes through the process with anybody else who's gone through it.
Why do they do that? Like, why not just say what you're saying? Because what you're saying is, yeah, that probably will happen, but you can't blame him if it does, because that's what, now he relates to Trump or whatever.
Yeah, I personally believe Diddy cares too much about his image to do that. I could be wrong, but I just don't see him going from saying things like white men like Trump need to be banished to Harlem shaking for Trump with a MAGA hat on.
I don't think he's gonna Harlem shake, of course, but I see where it will come in. I mean, you see some of your favorite celebrities who you would never expect to ride with Trump that has done things for Trump, and Trump is pardoned them or their family members. So I do see it possibly happen if they give him a long sentence over than time served. Yeah, I definitely can see
well, if you're
Harlem shaking.
If you're gonna sell your ass for freedom like that, you might as well stay in prison and give up the ass for free. There's more integrity in that than coming out and being a MAGA puppet. Okay, if a man is gonna have his hand up your ass controlling you, at least let it be fun.
What?
How is it ever going to be fun if somebody got their hand up your ass?
You should never say that while putting that lip gloss on like that, girl. Why are you doing all that?
And then he be sticking his finger way back to reach his tonsil when he do that. Like, damn. Mouth dry as hell.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. Thank you, Loren. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, so don't go anywhere. More going to be here. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?